football's greatest prize. The holy grail of a sport known as the beautiful game. Next summer, the World Cup finals will return to the land of beer and bratwurst for the first time in 32 years. And German fields and arenas will once again witness the global fight for football supremacy. Over the next month, we'll rediscover how the nations carrying Asia's hopes made their way to Germany 2006. In our third instalment, we chart Iran's successful path to next year's finals. After the disappointment of 2001, where the Iranians failed to make it to the previous edition of football's biggest stage, 2005 will be regarded as the year Team Melli redeemed themselves. And they started that mission without much trouble. Iran's path to final qualifying was easy enough as they topped Group 1 ahead of Jordan and Qatar. On match day 1 of the Asian qualifiers, Branko Ivankovic's men were to take on a familiar foe. Bahrain were responsible for Iran's failure 4 years ago. And they were to prove a tough nut to crack once again. After 90 minutes of missed chances, a point for either side seemed the fairest result. Next up for Iran at the Azadi Stadium were Asian Cup champions Japan. In front of 100,000 faithful, the hosts went into overdrive, with a certain Vahid Hashimian grabbing the headlines. The then Bayern Munich forward gave the home fans the start they wanted on 25 minutes. Although Takashi Fukunishi restored parity for the visitors in the 66th minute, Iran were always in control. In the 75th minute, the helicopter struck again. Hashimian's superb header gave Iran a lead they never relinquished. It ended 2-1 amid the bedlam of the Azadi, a result which proved to be the springboard of Iran's charge towards Germany 2006. The Persians were to improve on that victory against DPR Korea on match day 3. The visitors were simply too good for the East Asians at the Kim Il-sung Stadium. Hang Song-chol's own goal gave Iran the lead in the 34th minute. With 11 minutes left on the clock, the victory was complete. Yavad Nekanam was simply too good for the DPR defence, as his strike proved to be the final nail in the host coffin. 2 consecutive wins for the Iranians meant they held pole position of Group B at the halfway mark. The question was now whether Ivankovic's charges could hold their nerve at the final run-in. Iran's answer was simple, as they overcame a surprisingly charged-up DPR on match day 4. Rahman Rezai's late first-half goal was the only breakthrough on the day. But it was good enough to seal Team Melli's third victory on the trot in Group B. With Japan victorious over DPR earlier on matchday 5, all Iran needed was a point against nemesis Bahrain at the Azadi Stadium to secure qualification. For the visitors, it was a must-win situation. But this tie presented Iran the best possible chance for revenge, and they weren't going to slip up once more. On 48 minutes, Mohammad Nosrati wrote his name into Iran folklore and triggered the euphoria. That goal finally exorcised Iran's 4-year-old ghost as they marched on to a third World Cup finals. Japan defeated the Iranians in the final qualifying match, but that game proved academic. The heroes of Iran came through the 2005 journey with flying colours and will now look to build on the success come Germany 2006.